Today we are hiking the Trail of 10 Falls in Silver Falls State Park that you may recognize from an opening scene in Twilight of the deer chase if you're a fan of the series. Be sure to stay to the end of this video to check out an iconic and last existing location of Blockbuster that will be sure to bring back fond memories if you grew up in the 90s like us. Silver Falls State Park, we are starting counterclockwise with South Falls first. The reason we're doing this is because it is the most popular, so we want to get it early in the day, and most of the recommendations we've been seeing have been to start this way to get the best experience. Each of the 10 falls is unique from the other, ranging in different height, width. I believe there's a twin one. With around 238 waterfalls in the state of Oregon, we get to see 10 here today. There are 4 waterfalls you can walk behind. We haven't even seen it yet, but we can hear it, and we are very excited to see this waterfall. So let's go check it out.
We are in our hike on the Trail of 10 Falls. The trail is 7.4 mile loop trail. If that's too much hiking for you, they do have some cutoff trails to make it a little bit shorter to get back to where you parked. But definitely do the whole thing because you're not going to want to miss the 10 falls. We're only a short walk into this trail so far, and we're already at our first waterfall of the day, South Falls, and it is absolutely stunning. And it's the first one that you can walk behind. Like Megan said earlier, there's a total of 4, so we're stoked to get behind that waterfall. So let's go.
Little behind the scenes, some tips we found: Ziploc bags, shower caps, putting a shower cap over the camera because we don't want it to get wet under the fall. We're ready to go under our first fall.
Behind South Falls, you might have to crouch down low because there's some low spots, so mind your head.
It's so cool though. This is so awesome. I can't stop smiling. One fall in, and I totally recommend this. If you're thinking about it, just do it. This is so cool.
If you love to chase waterfalls, this is the best trail to do it because you could see 10 all at once. So
go and chase waterfalls.
It's definitely worth it. But definitely mind your head. If you're a Harry Potter fan, you know what that means.
Mind your head here?
Woo, we gotta mind our heads.
Oh my god, wait, look. I mean, I totally didn't have to do that, but it was fun.
There was actually a spot earlier that we actually didn't get on camera where you really had to crouch down pretty low. Those weren't actually that bad. Made it to the second waterfall on the trail, Lower South Falls. We actually spoke to some locals earlier yesterday and said that they haven't had rain that much recently here, so that's why the waterfall isn't flowing as much as it normally is. So unfortunately it's not as roaring as we'd like it, but it's still pretty cool nonetheless.
Walking under waterfall number 2. It is so cool, you guys. This is so sick. Look at that. It's so cool to be like right under it and just see it falling. I'm not even looking at the camera. I'm just staring at the water. This is awesome. This is so cool.
I've never been behind a waterfall of this size before, so it's pretty neat.
just after Lower South Falls. If you're out of breath or you need a break, they do have a shortcut via the Maple Ridge Trail to go back to your parking area, or if you just don't have time to do the whole trail, you could take a shortcut back.
One thing that we wanted to mention is it is very important in the state of Oregon to have bear spray. One thing that we don't have at the moment, you cannot fly with bear spray. So with everything that happened yesterday, getting here and our flight delay, it did miss our plans up a bit. So we were unable to buy any. So with that being said, if you are in a situation where you don't have any, just make noise while you're walking. The bear is more afraid of you than you are of it. Make yourself big. Hands up, hey bear. Be tall. But just while you're on the trail, don't be quiet. Talk with each other. Make noise. Sing. The new Maine album just came out, so if you just want to like sing the whole album while you're walking, go for it, because I might do that.
As long as you're making noise, it doesn't matter what you're doing. Just make yourself known in the woods so that you don't spook a bear.
Yeah, so with that being said, just be vigilant, make yourself known, and go get bear spray, because that's what we'll be doing after this hike. And one more important thing, stay hydrated. In addition to staying hydrated, you want to make sure you have a little bit of a salty snack with you. The combination, I don't know science, but the combination of a salty snack and water is what's going to keep you hydrated and staying good for the trail. Oh my gosh, that was a little scary for me. You could see right down how high up you are. That was waterfall number 3, Lower North Falls. It's a small fall, but pretty dang epic if you ask me.
We made it to waterfall number 4 on the trail, Double Falls, and it's given that name because it actually is 2-tier. You can see way up at the top that there's a top tier and then a bottom tier, but you kind of have to stand far back to see it. It is the tallest waterfall at 178 feet on this trail, 1 foot taller than the first waterfall, South Falls. We're here in the month of September, and unfortunately the waterfall is pretty dry. It's only a small trickle. Normally it is flowing a lot more, but as we said earlier in the video, some of the locals said that they haven't really had a lot of rain here recently, so unfortunately it's only a trickle, but it is still pretty cool.
Drake Falls. Once back on the main trail, you'll see this 27-foot tall fall.
Alright, we made it to Middle North Falls. It's the 3rd walk behind waterfall on this trail, and it's 106 feet tall. bloopers are huge. We made it to another fork in the trail where you could take a shortcut back or you could continue on to Seymour Falls. So obviously we're going to continue on to Seymour Falls, but you could go across this bridge and it'll take you a shorter way back to your trailhead.
We just saw waterfall number 7, which was Twin Falls. Like we said earlier, there hasn't been much rain, so it's not flowing very well, but when there's a lot of water and it's really flowing, it splits over a rock, and you'll see the 2 falls, making it Twin Falls.
All right, let's see how old this tree is by counting the rings. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's old. I'd say at least 100. Maybe more.
One of the things I really love about this trail, not only are the leaves starting to change a little bit, which reminds me of our epic adventure in Sedona at West Fork Trail, we're also in a canyon, and just look how high up those trees are, and you can really get a feel for where we are.
We reached our final walk behind waterfall, North Falls, which stands at 136 feet tall, and it has a much larger space where you can walk behind it, so let's go check it out. I just have no words. I have no words at all.
This is more than epic. Like, look at that. This is so cool. If you guys are wondering why you could walk behind some of the falls on this trail, it's because a few years ago we came here with Duncan and he really wanted to dig. So he just dug out all these alcoves, and now that's why you can walk behind them.
Spicy.
Just kidding.
We're at waterfall number 9, Upper North Falls. It is about a half-mile round trip offshoot off the main trail to get to this falls. It's up by the North Falls parking lot, and you have to go under the bridge to get to this waterfall, but definitely make sure you check it out.
Why it's so hard for some people to just, as Molly McCormick would say, pack their patient pants. It was very slippery by the waterfall because there was obviously water everywhere, and I was taking my time because I lost my footing and I slipped, and I was trying to like follow Mike's path, so I stayed on the correct rock ledges, and this guy and his kid were up my butt, made me slip, and as I was slipping, trying to regain my footing, went around me like it was nothing. So pack your patient pants. It's gonna take 2 seconds to give someone the time to get their footing and get on their way back to the trail. We're all gonna make it to where we need to go. So, patient pants, be kind. Stop making us do these hiking PSAs. Just be nice. It's not that hard.
One special surprise on the trail on your way back to the South Falls Trailhead. We just finished up at the Upper North Falls and we're headed to Winter Falls, but in between those two you could actually see North Falls right through these trees here, which is the waterfall that had the big alcove behind it. Definitely make sure you bring a first aid kit on all of your hikes. I just got stung by a hornet on my ankle and it hurt really bad, so we're gonna take care of that right now.
Last time it was a
cactus needle in my knee. Now it's a hornet sting to the ankle.
I don't want to get too close because I don't want to get stung like Mike did. Look how tall the trees are.
We're going to talk to you from a different perspective, but
See it, tell us how you like it.
definitely the waterfalls aren't all to see on this trail. Definitely check out the trees around you because some of them are probably close to 150 to 200 feet tall, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah, I'm mesmerized by these trees. Like, I have to keep stopping and looking at them. They're beautiful. Bye!
Alright, we're off to the next waterfall. Alright, so we made it to the last waterfall of the day, but it's not really much of a waterfall, it's only a trickle. It's Winter Falls, and it has that name for a reason because it's fed by snowfall, so it's definitely more roaring in the winter rather than in the summer and fall, so there's really not much to see, but definitely come in the winter.
It's a trickle fall.
It's a trickle fall. We've officially seen all 10 waterfalls. We're making our ascend back up to the main trail after the offshoot from Winter Falls. It's steep. There's a lot of bees on this trail. Like you've seen me, I got stung by a nasty hornet. So definitely watch out for them if you're allergic, especially.
Yes. Be prepared.
Definitely
and have your first aid kit.
Be prepared and have your first aid. All right, we'll see you guys at the RV.
Alright guys, our next stop is Bend, and we're very excited to show you our really cool campsite for tonight. See you there.
After a long day of hiking and driving, we finally made it to Bend, Oregon, and the last Blockbuster ever in the world. Let's check it out.
I don't know if anybody else watching our video grew up with Blockbuster, but I remember every weekend my parents would take us and we would have a movie for the weekend, we'd get snacks, and it would be the best time ever. We can't rent anything because we have no way of watching anything, but we'll probably get some snacks. Yeah. snacks.
Ooh, Reese's.
And Sour Patch Kids are my favorite. Good morning from Bend, Oregon. Today we had plans to go to Smith Rock State Park. There was a pretty epic trail we were gonna do. Unfortunately, it's closed. We've been following it. We thought it would be open by the time we got here, but things changed and it's still closed. So unfortunately, we can't do that hike today. So we're gonna explore Bend a little bit, and we have some extra time to go to Crater Lake National Park today, which we're going to tomorrow. So we're gonna make it a 2-day trip. We'll explore Bend, we're gonna do Crater Lake today and tomorrow, and we're gonna show you this awesome campsite. We stayed at the camp, which is a pretty great way to experience Central Oregon at its core. They offer 31 sites for RVs. They also have restored vintage Airstreams and tiny homes available for overnight rentals. Our favorite part about staying at the camp was a complimentary coffee that we definitely indulged in around the fire pit in the morning as we got our start to the chilly day ahead of us. The camp being nestled in the heart of Bend, Oregon means that you're just staying moments away from the city's best breweries, dining, and shopping experiences. One of our favorite things about staying at the camp is we were just moments away from the world's last Blockbuster. We started this, at...
Hold on.
Alright guys, our next stop... Oh, I thought it was a bee. And right out of my pocket.
Got any bats in the cave? Nope, just me, Mike.
Okay, well now that we just walked past a big spider, I'm okay and I can speak.
Trail mix for the trail.
Number 7 was, and the earlier, this kid, we're up my, oops.